never had the balls to just like come up to you and talk to you.
Why?
I'm just like a deeply shy person. When I first met her, I was just
really shy.
immediately in love.
Also.
You say no, then can I sound small?
That's what you were feeling in love.
I'm lost. As soon as I saw her, I was just immediately afraid to lose her.
And you're afraid to lose her again now. Your biggest fear happened and you're afraid of it to happen again.
How does Jules not know that you're doing drugs?
Ugh, because I'm good at my job.
Not that good. She knows it. Inside of her, she knows it.
I just feel like we might not bring out the best in each other.
Second time that you're saying it.
I feel like I'm okay with that. I love you. I love you more and more.
God.
Kat was depressed because she couldn't figure out why she didn't love Ethan. So she decided to make a list.
You don't love him. You have feelings but not love.
But she couldn't think of anything.
Your
Which made her
God.
realize Ethan might not be the problem.
That's the issue with that kind of list.
My mental problems made me look like you. Trust me, you don't. Trust me, I do. You're like the most beautiful person I've ever fucking seen. Kat, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking talking? It's the patriarchy! Listen to Kat, you need to smash all beauty standards. But I can't even get out of bed. You have to love yourself. You need to find your inner fucking warrior. Become a better
Oh, that's why
I found it inspiring.
influencers, you know, they can be good but they can be also bad. Yeah, that's it. They're telling you to love yourself, but you have the right also to be at dark points sometimes. It's okay to not love yourself every day. We have also to normalize the fact that sometimes it's okay to not be okay.
Don't care about
The fuck?
Yeah. That's it, you're seeing, that's official. Rue, really? I love her. Ali.
I see you're still on your suicide mission.
Let go. Let go. Where are you?
Ooh. Jules. I love so much to see her happy. To see these three happy, you know, like, at least they can be. The other ones, they are always cool. Nate, why are you taking her right there?
I just think what happened between us was a mistake. We never should have did what we did. It was my fault.
It was my fault too.
I just didn't think that I'd get so. It doesn't matter. It is what it is.
You're regretting it and you're taking the blame?
We can
Okay.
never speak about this.
That secret part, I'm not a fan of it, but I understand why.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, really? Don't let her right there. Why did you take her right there?
Cassie!
The first place. Stop just waiting to focus.
Lexi, Howard, how you doing?
Good. Hi. I'm Faye. Are you guys?
No.
Yeah, no, she's just staying with me for a bit. But she's cool though. What brings you out here anyway?
Oh, I just came to get a drink.
You need to tell him and please don't be jealous.
We got plenty of those. Do you need help finding anything?
You're gonna destroy me with that shit. I can feel it.
Yeah, I know.
Calm. Say Say it, say it, say it, Lexi, say it. I'm not feeling okay. Wrong and contradictory signals, Nate, to give to the girl.
You know how much power you have. Are you ever gonna look Maddie in the eye again?
You're already asking that question right now?
Say goodbye on New Year's.
No.
Good evening.
Lexi, say something. Yes, you know, Fez, you saw his pocket and all.
You got any spearmint gum? I don't know, man. The gum's right here. It's your store. It's a family business. You usually ask this many questions, man. Just you. She tell you who I am?
Not yet.
Nah, man.
Are you a cop?
Cal, really? Ash? We know intrusive Ash.
Just a concerned father.
You just wanted to scare him, to show him that you're right there, that you know what he did.
I'll never find that kind of love. What do you mean? There's just no darkness. It's just sweet.
Not so much.
I guess some people are just kind of built different.
You're going to listen to all this mom.
No.
Well, maybe she has things to her legs.
That's a good reminder of the end of our special episode.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm going to introduce myself to your mother. Listen, kid, I'm going to tell your mama used to do drugs. Oh, anxiety must have.
Your face, bro.
What is she gonna do for 5 minutes? I don't even want to know.
Maybe she's not gonna dump him
Get
like that.
back together with Nate. It's a mistake, right?
A huge one.
Don't do it.
And I'm not just thinking about it because of Cassie and all.
I wish you could see yourself the way the rest of the world does.
A strong, powerful bitch. The good one.
She's going to introduce myself. I'm sponsored a troublemaker.
She's doing well, right?
She's doing her best.
I can't tell if that's a statement or a question. She's got a long way to go. But so did I at her age.
That's the good way to answer. You don't like it to lie to your mom. To force him to lie also.
He says.
No.
I'm sorry.
If,
Come on, kid. Just get you to the bed.
is it true you killed Mouse?
Go to sleep. You want to tell me why some punk drug dealer beat you up?
Sure you want to have this conversation?
Yeah, Nate, I do.
Remember that classmate of mine that you fucked? Jules? Right. So she told her best friend, who told her drug dealer. Now they keep threatening to go down to the police station and say that you like to fuck little kids.
That's
So maybe I was sticking up for you.
a fucking resume of the situation that you just did, Nate. Really? Ooh.
I want to apologize. I didn't know she went to your school. I didn't know how old she was.
Well, she didn't know is that you were filming her.
Mm.
Do you have it?
Not anymore.
Do you have it?
Oh, he's gonna say that he does just to have the power on his dad, no? Am I gonna lose time during this review to talk about Nate? He did nothing really bad during this episode, but he didn't do anything good neither. So it's not one episode like that which is gonna make me change my mind about him, about the fact that he's a manipulative, toxic, fucking asshole. Not at all. There are little things which can show that maybe he wants to change. Maybe. But the fact that he's not saying it and all, like, and the fact that he's not doing clear stuff for that, and the fact that he's continuing to do bad things, not real bad ones like he did during season 1, but still not good things. The little things that he did which were right in my opinion, the fact that he didn't say to his dad that it was Fez, the fact that he asked to Cassie, you know, before fucking with her, what she wanted, really, like, that she checked that with her. During the last episode, I had the impression that he was taking advantage of the situation by faking her when she was obviously drunk and lost. She was still drunk and lost, but at least he checked, you know, with her if she was okay with the situation. And after that, during that scene, you know, into the car, he said that he was sorry. He said that he wanted to stop. That's it. That's for the little things that he did which were good. And again, he didn't do really bad stuff, but he did still bad stuff, like continuing to fuck with Cassie, knowing, you know, what you represent for her for now, the fact that she's lost and all, like, you know it when you have a girl like Cassie with you, you know what she wants from you, and the fact that he's giving that to her when he's continuing to send this text to Maddie, that's really bad. And you know, dreaming about her like that, about Cassie at the beginning, it felt wrong because it felt like you're thinking of a version of her. Some things that you said are really Cassie, but the other parts, it's really just what you dream of, like she seems to be the perfect girl and you need a perfect girl for your perfect dream in which you have a perfect life, which means for you that into that perfect life your dad would die. It says a lot about you, Nate. Again, I remember and I understood the episode about him, his relationship with his dad. I've got it. And we have something about it at the end of this episode. The fact that you're finally saying to your dad that you know about Jules, that you know about the videos, stuff like that, it's great. I'm not sure of the consequences of that discussion. I'm a little afraid of it for everyone. For Nate, but also for Carl and for everyone involved into that story, because of the fact that we just discovered that Carl, he knows about Fez and he went to his store just to threaten him a little, to make him scared a little. I didn't think that he could really do it. I couldn't find really a reason why with what we know about Carl. But we know so little that I was like, maybe we didn't see a side of him that we're gonna discover right now. But still, he went into that place, he did something that was clearly a threat. I'm afraid of the next step, you know, for Carl. So yes, about Nate, this episode is not gonna change my mind about him. He's continuing to do bad things, but at least they are not bad like it was during the season 1, but he did so many bad stuff during the season 1 that it could be a little, you know, difficult to do things even worse than that, you know. So, for sure, I don't appreciate at all that relationship, that potential one between Cassie and Nate. For Nate and how he's thinking of Cassie, for Cassie and why she's doing that with Nate, you know, the fact that she needs to be loved, the fact that that situation, you know, how it started, the fact that she's lying to her best friend, and maybe she wants that in a way, Cassie, to have that secret and all, like, and the fact that it's a secret and that it can hurt Maddie. It's not healthy since the beginning, it's toxic and not good for everyone since the beginning, so I'm not gonna ship these two for sure, I'm not gonna approve that relationship also, and I'm gonna be against it for sure. Maddie, what we saw of her during this episode and since some episodes, she's a fucking badass bitch. The good side of that kind of bitches, you know, and it's so great. I love the fact that she can be friends with Jules. Jules also, I'm so sad that you were sad during this episode, but I love also to see you happy, and I have the impression that we saw you a lot happy during these two last episodes, when you were with your friends having fun, not when you were with Rue. It's killing me because I really love these two together, I ship them for sure, not as much as Lexi and Fez, I'm gonna come back to that later, but I fucking love these two together, but I know also that for now, that can't be an healthy relationship. I'm not talking about Elliot, you know, I'm just talking about the fact that Rue is lying about taking drugs again, and that's not great at all. Elliot can really be an interesting character. I hope that at some point we're gonna have an episode about him. I really hope so. He's not gonna be a good influence for Rue and the contrary, but he can be a good friend. Ali, I'm glad that you're there. I'm really glad. I love your character. Again, I think that my two favorite episodes so far of Euphoria, it's the episode at the fair and the episode with Ali and Rue only talking to each other. It was insane. That episode was insane. I thought about it so many times, you know, after it was out. You meeting Rue's mom, that was cool. Rue's reaction after that was really interesting because we felt that she doesn't want to lie to her mom, she doesn't want Ali to lie to her mom. She's feeling ashamed of it. That moment into the car was interesting because it was a good reminder of her episode, her bonus episode. For now, I don't have hope for Rue. You know, I can't see a way for her to change, because for now she doesn't want to. Not anymore. She seems to be okay with the situation, to be like, as long as it's working, it's functioning, I'm succeeding to lie to people and to still get what I want, I'm gonna continue with it. That's bad. That's really bad. Fez and Lexi. I'm so much into it, it's insane. The fact that you didn't tell him about Cal, you were jealous. I think that Fez, he felt it, and after that when Cal entered and he said that, you know, like about Lexi, now he's gonna know that you could have warned him about that. That's bad. Faye, I really didn't think that she could be a character to stay with us, you know, for the season, which seems like the case. And I don't know what she can bring, you know, to the story, to the other characters. I mean, right there, maybe with Fez, like, she's gonna be an issue. Maybe she's gonna evolve thanks to him, because of him, something like that. But I really don't imagine that we would see her again after the last episode. Okay. But yes, Fez and Lexi. And the fact that she's finally intervening, you know, we had all of this thing about the fact that she's passive, she never said anything about anything, she was letting just the things go just like that, and she finally wanted to intervene because of Fez, for Fez. That was great. Lexi really always to think about stuff. Girl, we have the same. A lot of times. Ash, I was afraid that he would intervene. We saw what he did before. We don't want that to happen again. For Fez, I don't think that it could be good, and for Ash also, for sure. And right there with Cal, even less. Cat Kat, I really appreciate her story, her narrative arc, even if it's maybe one of the simplest one for this season, at least so far, because it's also something that maybe we all felt at some point, you know, the fact that you appreciate someone, you have a certain affection for that person, there is nothing wrong with that person, but you don't love that person. It's like that, and you're feeling guilty about it because you know that you have an healthy relationship, you know that everything is okay, that this person is totally okay, but when love is not there, it's like that, and she needs someone else because she has some needs, you know, and I'm not only thinking about sex wants, I'm thinking also about the fact that she's maybe a little bored also into her relationship. But they are so nice and cute. I hope that they can work on that. I don't want for her to dump Ethan, to break his little heart. But I don't want her also to be unhappy, you know, to be mad at herself because of that. That moment with all of these influencers was so great. That's something that I think, even if I'm following some of them, you know, on Instagram and stuff like that, sometimes, you know, when people are all for body positive, you have to be positive, you have to love yourself, like, do things right. Yes, that can be your mojo, that can be your objective, that can be something that you want and all, but it's also okay sometimes to not feel great about yourself, to be sad or stuff like that. Like, I'm even telling it to you sometimes at the beginning of some videos, before beginning my reactions and all, to talk about the shows, I'm telling you when I'm into a bad day or something like that, because for you, you know, to be aware of that, because I know that it can influence my mood, my way to watch a show and all. I really don't think that you can watch a show the same way if you're into a good mood or a bad mood. Clearly it's impacting your reactions, your thoughts and all. So that's why I'm warning you. But it's also because it's something that I like to do also in my usual life, you know, to say to people when I'm not feeling okay, even if you're not at the deepest point of your life, even if you're not sad, like crying like hell and all, you can be also not in a good mood and not living a good day and not feeling okay with you, with your body and all on that day, and it's okay. It's totally okay, and maybe it's gonna pass, maybe it's gonna stay for some days, it's like that. But to say to someone during that moment, you have to love yourself, you have to be there, I don't have to do anything, I have to deal with myself as I want, that's all. Shut the fuck up. I love all of the thing about body positive, thinking about things in a positive way, be glad about who you are, to be proud of it and all. I'm all for it, but don't lie and don't say that you're like that all of the days of your fucking life, and don't tell to people to be like that. Everyone is dealing with his or herself as you want. So yes, that was a good thing, I think, to have Kat dealing with that. Because I think that it's even more right, you know, what I just said, for teenagers. It was almost, you know, like this trend at the end of the year when everyone was sharing their TikToks and all about the fact that they lived their best year. You know, that song about thank you for this year or something like that, like, if I don't want to celebrate my year because, okay, good things happen, but also bad things, and I don't want to lie to the world by saying that all my year was beautiful and bright and I loved it that much, yes, I'm not gonna make that trend because it's just fucking stupid also in a way to lie to people like that about your life being perfect. No, it's not. Stop advertising that. It seems that I have a lot of things to say about the subject, but I'm gonna stop right there because you're not there for that. And me neither. That was a cool episode. It was less, you know, in comparison of the first episode, in which each scene was problematic, something bad happened into each scene and big things happened into each scene, this one felt calmer. But when you think about really what happened during this episode, no, it was not calm at all. But the rhythm of it was calmer. That was cool, you know, the fact that you didn't use so many musics like it was the case during the first episode. I said it during my review, it was maybe too much. Right there, that was better, you know, for that. And also for the copyrights on YouTube. Thank you for that. We didn't have so many, you know, beautiful moments, beautiful pictures like we had during the first episode and like we have normally in 2 episodes of Euphoria. It felt more like a regular episode, you know, for the show. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Tell me, what did you think about this episode, about what the characters did, about Nate, the case of Nate. Tell me, I'm interested by that. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now, bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.